Daniil Medvedev may be barred from competing at Wimbledon, but the world number one was still swinging on grass on Monday. Except he traded his tennis racket for a golf club and was playing a game against former footballer Bastian Schweinsteiger. Medvedev has 13 ATP Tour singles titles to his name, including the 2021 US Open and the 2020 ATP Finals. So how could he switch to golf? Continue watching to find out. So it seems like Daniil Medvedev just can't leave grass. Medvedev wasn't allowed to compete in the grass court Grand Slam because organizers barred players from his country and Belarus due to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. But while Wimbledon was plagued by rain delays, Medvedev was out in the sun, living his best life. He even took to Instagram to show off his fun time. The 26-year-old posted a few pictures on his Instagram page of himself getting ready to strike a golf ball, club in hand, feet in stance. He looked like he was about to make a shot. Or maybe he was just posing for the gram. The second picture of the same post was of him standing next to Bastian Schweinsteiger, ex-football player. And in the third picture, it seems like Medvedev acquired a minor sports injury to his thumb. The two are smiling and goofing around as they tend to do it. So how bad could it really be? These images were photographed at an unknown location, but the pair seemed to be having a blast. The post was captioned, "Can't leave grass," with a happy emoji, "Fun day with Bastian Schweinsteiger." We're happy that despite the unfortunate circumstances, Daniil Medvedev was still able to enjoy doing what he was best at, swinging in the grass. Some people took to the comment section to hint at the ban. Elena Vesnina, also a Russian professional tennis player and former world number one in tennis doubles, saw the post as well. She cheekily commented in Russian that the swing in the picture is ideal for tennis. Way to rub salt in the wound, right? But it was all in good fun. Schweinsteiger cracked a joke that he was training Medvedev to be the world's top golfer. He said it's not bad for his first time on the golf course, but next time he'll bring more golf balls and tees. Others poured in with supporting comments, telling the sportsman to stay strong, that he'll be back in the tennis courts where he belongs, soon enough. Well, at least we know that they had fun together. Bastian Schweinsteiger added a comment under the post telling him he had fun and it was a good game. He also wished that his thumb had been completely cured by now. Who knows when the tennis champ will be back where he belongs, in the Wimbledon courts. But what does Daniil Medvedev have to say about the ban? Russia's invasion of Ukraine and the coming battle between the two countries have had a significant impact on sports. Wimbledon, among other tournaments and governing bodies, has imposed blanket bans on Russian and Belarusian players. Russian tennis superstar Daniil Medvedev has spoken out on the issue. Medvedev expressed his disappointment at being barred from competing at Wimbledon in an interview with Russian news agency TASS. Daniil, the world's number 2 player, has been excluded from competing at Wimbledon, as have all other Russian and Belarusian players. In the interview, Medvedev said that even though part of him can understand the decision considering the situation, that "I find it unfair." He goes on to say that this is a tricky situation because it establishes a precedent and puts other sporting events in an awkward position. Where do you draw the line? What are the rules that could lead to exclusion? We can't help but feel bad for Daniil and players like him. They're being banned from their own careers. Tennis players, Medvedev pointed out, are considered independent workers under the law, just like any other self-employed Russian citizens living in the United Kingdom. He stated that despite the conflict between Ukraine and their country of origin, such individuals currently have the right to work in the UK. He seems to know exactly what he's talking about. The sports star went on to say that he hoped to be allowed to play at Wimbledon, which was to start at the end of June, but that he'd be accepting of it if it weren't to happen. But was this ban truly necessary? The tournament's ban on Russian and Belarusian players was most likely influenced in part by political considerations. A member of the British royal family would have to present the trophy to a Russian or Belarusian player at center court, if the winner is from either country. According to the Daily Telegraph, the optics of this was a huge factor in the ban. Russia has condemned British administrators' actions against their country's athletes. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov stated that they merely make athletes hostages to political biases and intrigues. He went on to say that this is intolerable. Given that Russia is a very solid tennis country with athletes at the top of the world ranking list, the competition will suffer as a result of their removal. The ATP has also been speaking out against Medvedev and others being barred from Wimbledon, claiming that the tournament's actions were unjust and discriminatory in April. Russian and Belarusian athletes can still compete under a neutral flag as allowed by the ATP. Wimbledon, on the other hand, is run by the All England Club and is not affiliated with the ATP, so they don't have to follow their rules. While we do feel for the athletes, we hope that this was all for a bigger purpose, and that it will be one of the factors playing into more peaceful times ahead. Now time for some other related news. First, let's move on to Wimbledon 2022 results. Wimbledon 2022 is coming to a close, with the quarterfinals set to begin. Novak Djokovic advanced to the men's semifinals for the first time after winning his 26th back-to-back Wimbledon game on Tuesday. Djokovic defeated Jannik Sinner 5-7, 2-6, 6-3, 6-2, 6-2 after trailing by 2 sets. Sinner, the 20-year-old, was fresh off a solid victory over Carlos Alcaraz over the weekend. He carried that momentum into his match against number 1 seed Djokovic on center court. The veteran's ability to break his serve early in the third set marked a turning point. Djokovic took over from there and is now one step closer to winning his 7th Wimbledon title. Rafael Nadal, seeded second after winning the French Open, moved up to the quarterfinals by defeating Botic van de Zandschulp 6-4, 6-2, 7-6, 8-6 just earlier this week. Now Nadal is 18-0 in majors this year and has 309 Grand Slam victories in his career. Let's talk about how the women are doing too. Unseeded Tatiana Maria managed to earn the first semifinals pass in the women's competition. On Tuesday, the German player defeated another athlete from her country, Julie Niemeyer, with a score of 4-6, 6-2, 7-5. Ladies number 1 seed, Iga Swiatek, lost in the third rounds to Alizé Cornet, ending her winning streak. The world number 1 had won 37 consecutive matches along with the last 6 tournaments she participated in. This included wins in Qatar, Indian Wells, Miami, Stuttgart, Rome, and the French Open at Roland Garros. Cornet's victory earned her a place in the 4th round of Wimbledon for the very first time since 2014. Serena Williams returned to the court for the first time since the 2021 Wimbledon on June 28th. She hadn't played since last June, when she strained her hamstring and was injured during a first-round match at the All England Club. Williams' match against Harmony Tan was a very close one, but Tan won 7-5, 1-6, 7-6, 10-7 after 3 hours and 11 minutes on the court. Williams had to step down in the first round of the All England Club last year, her only first-round exit before that year. But this is the first time she's ever been defeated in a match in the first round at Wimbledon. Also, it's only the second time she's lost a match on the court in the first round of a Grand Slam, the first being the 2012 French Open. Finally, some players had to pull out from the competition due to the ongoing pandemic. Marin Cilic's Wimbledon run was cut short, ending way too soon. He had to withdraw from the tournament on Monday after he contracted the COVID-19 virus. The Croatian player was supposed to enter the Grand Slam tournament on the 14th seed, and was scheduled to face American Mackenzie McDonald in the first round on Tuesday. He is to be replaced by Nino Borges of Portugal. Cilic was not the clear favorite to win at Wimbledon, but he was coming in strong like a horse in battle. Earlier in June, he advanced to the semi-final rounds of both the French Open and the Kinch Championship. He informed his fans through an Instagram story about this news and has hopes of competing this year. We wish him and the rest the best of luck. That's a wrap for this video. What do you guys think about the ban on Russian players? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.